hopefully you can hear me. My name is Lauren. I'm on the DevRel team at Vonage, and you're watching my series, Lauren Learns Things, on Vonage Devs. This series is one where I learn things from my colleagues and friends and share that experience with you all live on Twitch. And I'm excited to see you all in the chat today. Laura, hello. Paul, hello. Please give a shout if you are here and with us today. Let me introduce to you my guest, it says it's waiting for approval. Oh, okay, sounds good. My guest, his name is Greg. Okay, audio is on for you, Greg. And he is a developer educator at Vonage as well, and comes to us from a PHP background, but is not restricted to just one language. And he is an avid gamer and a Raspberry Pi enthusiast. He's been working with Raspberry Pis a lot recently at Vonage, and he is often found bouldering in indoor climbing venues, although probably not very much these days. His name again is Greg Holmes, and I'm so excited to have Greg join us today because he was on a prior stream in which we started building out the befriending service with Symfony and Vonage. Greg, welcome to the show today. Oh, can we turn down the music a bit? Yeah, absolutely. Pump it up. Let's get this party started. Okay, let me turn it down. No, I want us to be able to hear Greg. That's the most important part. So I will make that adjustment when Greg tells us what we're working on today.
Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. Yeah. It's great being back again. We're going to pick up from where we left off on the last stream, which was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a problem at the end of last stream. We resolved that problem. It was a case of we'd saved the code in the wrong file, and so as a result, it was still seeing it. But the weird thing was that we searched for the string that it was outputting on the page, and the code at that time wasn't showing it. I wonder if it was another issue that we were encountering with the VS Code live share, because we encountered a few problems with that.
Yeah, yes, we use live share in the code so that we can, let me show you, I wonder if you can all see that somewhere, but essentially so that I'm in my code editor, we use the live share extension so that Greg can also be in there. We think that there may have been some problems there, but we're still gonna give it a shot again and just have one person driving as opposed to, I think we were that was our possible. We're unsure actually, but it's kind of fun that we don't know because we could maybe run into it again, which means we all get to troubleshoot it together. But last time that we were building this tutorial had not been published yet, and it now has been. So let me send you all the article that we are referencing and the tutorial that Greg wrote recently. It was published last week, right, Greg?
It was the 8th, so
okay, cool.
Last week.
And then I also have I'm gonna put in the chat a sign up link so that y'all can, oh, hello, Luke. This is the sign up link. If y'all want to use this one, you can sign up for Vonage, and it will be helpful for us to know that you found us through the stream. So yeah, that's all the kind of major housekeeping things. Let's see, shall we, I'm gonna show the browser again and look at the tutorial that we have. So the goal that we started last time was to build an app. You called it the befriending service, and that's what we're returning to today, and we've cloned this repo and we've set up our Docker, and we kind of did some boilerplate things, but also built out our entity last time, is that right, for the user. And then how far else did we get through this? We got to building out a form. The verify form, is that right?
I believe so.
I think so.
Yes, it's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
I know.
If you opened up in your,
should we look at the code?
Actually, I can do that. In your code, and we look in the befriending service project directory.
Yep.
Source, and then form. you can see that there's a user type, but there isn't a verified type, so we didn't get to the verified part.
Okay. Oh, we didn't get to the verified part.
The issue that we had was we wanted to check that the registration form with Bootstrap embedded would show as expected, but we were getting the boilerplate registration,
and the
template
happening.
Text that controllers
That's
generate.
right.
Yeah.
So looking over here at the browser, we wanted to see this particular form, and we never were.
Yeah.
And I'd say spent about a half an hour in that troubleshooting world. And okay, so it is, it's been 2 weeks, so it's not working any longer. So that means we need to set up or get Docker running again. So that's probably where we want to start at before we create that verify form, right?
Yes. Yeah. So within Visual Code.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Aaron showed us shared the link for the first stream, the part 1 of this. So thank you.
Yeah, so after this stream, obviously, it's like one of those films where they have the second part first, and then you go back to the first part. So after this stream, make sure you go and check out that one, and then some of it might make sense, some might not. But at least
this past month watched all of the Star Wars movies for the first time in the episodic cadence or order. So I understand this concept just recently of in which we're doing.
Was that because of lockdown, or was that someone's influence?
Yeah, that was lockdown boredom at its peak. I was kind of into some, so I thought I was a hater, but I'm in. So, nice. You can discover new things in quarantine. But okay, so let's see. Machete order, that's the phrase. Episodic order makes sense to me also, so that might be another phrase that I just made up. Anyway, let's see. So what should we want to run? Do I need to move into Docker? Yeah, let's see, where am I? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Paul, how is the sound? Should I keep going with the music? I should have asked for confirmation how we feel about the audio. Okay, and then my command for Docker is up. No.
Docker -compose.
Oh yeah.
Up -D space -D.
Up space D, like that.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
Thank you. It's pretty good. Okay, good. No, I like it too. I think it's a good idea that we could just have a party the whole time. Also, some positive energy going into the ether. That seems fun also. But yeah, I was playing around with my audio today, so I'm glad to know. I've had a lot of edits to it, so that's good to know. Okay, so Docker's back up. So if we pop over to our browser.
Yep, and if we opened up localhost on port 8081 and the page is /register,
yeah,
you
she's
should
there.
See
this is the first time we've seen it on this stream, so that's great. Very cool. Okay, I'm very pleased that we've fixed that edit, and that's a lesson. Sometimes we have to come back to it with fresh eyes, and we weren't able to find it on the stream, but then I think it was like the following week Greg and I sat down and just kind of debugged it, and we discovered it. So it was, it's just a good reminder there that sometimes you're too close to it, got to zoom out and take it with a new lens to debug. Okay, so next up in your tutorial, you have that we need to, let's get going with creating a form. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is just a form that will display two. Yeah, I believe it's two fields. One's an input field, which is the verification code, so that once you submit the form to register your details, you're then taken to a verified page, and in the background, a verification request is being made with your phone number to the Verify API, which then, in this instance, sends you a text message. There's different flows. You could have text, and if you miss that text, you can have another one and a call, or you can have just one phone call or one text message. But this one sends a text, or a call. It depends on if you miss each one. And then you input that verification code that's quoted to you into the form to verify that you are the user that owns that phone number.
Okay, and so in the editor it says, or in my terminal it says the name of the entity. It's the user entity, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it links it directly to the user, and that's
Great.
the fields that we've previously put.
Lovely. Really cool. For folks, I just hid our captioner briefly because I remembered that it's hard to see the terminal that I'm writing, unless maybe I like hit the, yeah, maybe that might be a good way to handle it. Anyhow, it's not gone forever, but there it is. Okay, cool. So now that we have created that verify type form, we can, in your tutorial, you say that this way means that the system has automatically inserted all of the user entity properties into the form.
Yeah, so all publicly accessible user properties are automatically put in. It's in most instances it's quite a useful thing. I mean, the maker library is really cool.
Yeah, sure.
And it's great that it does these sort of things, because then you can't typo some of the fields. But unfortunately, these aren't the fields that we actually want. We want a non-mapped field, which is verification code.
Oh. Okay.
So if we added the two fields in there, and there's some validation in there, as well as some CSS attributes that it will automatically it will put into the template for you, as well as, for example, the verification code is only you can change the field on the API if you want 6 characters for the verification code, but by default it's 4. So I've just used it as a minimum length of 4 or maximum length of 4. Can't be any more. Can't be any less.
Okay. So after this piece, you want me to add some things. Is that right?
I want you to replace all of that.
Oh, all of
so
this.
From active, all the ads below builder. I want you to remove.
So the phone number, name, town, all of that?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. And then instead you want, oh, I see. Okay, so that's...
Yep. Unfortunately, I've given you all pluses that you...
It's okay. Okay, let's...
Do you remember
yes.
the... Yep.
Do I? Is it Command D? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Selecting all of the plus signs. Cool. Okay. All right. So now we have in here, we have the new builder. Let's lower this so we can see. And we have a verification code as well as the submit. Okay. Nice. All right, that makes sense to me. Luke asks,
and within that code,
Sonata forms.
Yep. No, not Sonata. Symphony. No, please. Luke and my previous employment, or my previous and Luke's before, we used to have a Symphony admin library called Sonata Admin.
I got it.
And yeah, the Sonata forms were a nightmare at the time, so I'm sure Luke still has nightmares.
I'm sure that's right, yes. Okay, cool. And I still want the configure options beneath it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so we have just defined the form, and it's expecting, for that submission to verify, and we have the verification code and submit, as you just walked us through, and has the unique attributes for the validation and display purposes on the form or submission of the form. Cool. So, and then you want me to add some things up here?
Yeah, there's several Symfony classes that we use, such as if you in the form, if you look at it, there's a text type on line 16. Obviously, PHP doesn't really know what that is until we include it. So if we include those ones, which is the submit type and text type, that's the type of the two fields that we're using in the form. And then some of the constraints, which is length and not blank. These are just validation requirements.
Okay. Cool. Yay. Hi, Yvonne. We have lots of fun friends from our team joining us today. That's really nice. Thanks, everyone, for being here with us. Missed y'all. Okay, so let's see. So now we are using all of the, I don't know what I just did. Okay, we have pulled them all in. And what do you want me to do next?
So the next part is actually making use of this verification form. Right now, it's there, but nothing's using it. So if we went to the register controller, which is in source controller.
Register controller. Ooh, first try, I found it. And Noreen is here. Oh my gosh. How do we get so lucky to have such thoughtful and kind teammates? Okay, anyway. Let's see. So you want me to, I'm in the register controller and you would like me to...
We'd like to add a new function.
Okay.
And this function is a new endpoint, which is /register/verify, and there's a parameter at the end, which is the user ID. And this is what we use to combine with the verification code that's inputted by the user.
Okay. Do you want me to put it at above the verify?
No, it can be at the bottom.
Okay, so within.
It could be right at the bottom.
So
like, if you, Yep.
I went too far. So actually at the bottom, like this.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
My first one was fine.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Okay, so this is a lot of code that I'm about to copy and paste. You want to walk me through it?
Yeah. So, okay. So there's two parameters parameters at the top. One's that defines the route and the name of that route.
This one.
Which,
Here?
as I've previously said. Where are you? I can't actually see your change. Can you save for me, please?
Oh, does it not show you if I don't save it?
I don't know.
Ooh, weird.
Oh, I can see it now.
You can.
So,
okay.
Yes, I can see it now. So line 54
your whole window is twitching on Twitch. Your whole window is that. Is anyone else experiencing? You can keep talking, but if anyone else want to make sure that we give y'all a good quality experience, go ahead. What are we not happening for me? Okay, shoot. Refresh. Shoot. Okay. Oh no, not you. Where'd he go? Well, we've lost Greg. Now it's me trying to explain this. Wait, where could he have gone? He's frozen. Could just be that many windows. That's true. Okay, so let's just go back to me for a moment and y'all can tell me about what has been something. Oh wow, I really don't know where he went or why Skype just completely shut down. Strange. I've been kicked out, but I'm still here. Yeah. No, super aware of that. This is fun. It's Skype. I just thought he was thinking, and he was only quiet. Yeah. Your speed is slow. Cool. This is a funny. I mean, I have the tutorial, so I could do it on my own. Speed traps. Does anyone have a discussion topic that they can quickly think of? I am lacking that while I'm troubleshooting that right now, while I try to get Greg back with us. Oh, I think I got him. One hack. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. Yes, right now we have a really cool hackathon happening. Oh my gosh, Greg, are you back? Now I just started.
Yeah, so I was calling you.
I think it might have been me.
Did you get my call?
No, I didn't.
It was telling me you were offline. But the first time I tried it told me my speed was too slow. Kind of then straight on to fast, and I was like, oh.
I mean, I have to say, that was a great demonstration of me not being able to think on my feet. Like, I didn't know what to do while you were gone. I fully just couldn't film the banter either. Like, I just shut down. Speaking wise, I may cut that out while I do post-production before I post this to YouTube. So, okay, thanks for all staying with me. Appreciate you all for being here. My gosh. Yes, one hack was what we were just about to touch upon. It's an internal hackathon. So it's been fun to see people at the company play around with the APIs and see what they're building. It's some interesting stuff happening actually. And oh gosh, and tomorrow, does it end tomorrow?
Yes.
Wow, that's wild. That went fast.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also very nervous because I'm currently hacking at something I've never looked into before, and it seems quite intense. So yeah, it should be quite fun.
Yeah, what a great manager I am to be pulling you away from the hackathon to do this with me right now. I'm super sorry.
No, this is for me to relax. If I wasn't on the stream with you right now, I probably would be sitting there looking at someone else's Twitch. I'd rather be here.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to the code. And so we just now I just added this whole function, the verify function. And so this now is using the form that we created.
Yep. So this basically, to explain it quickly, with the route I explained before, which is /online54, is register, verify, and then the user. Then we have a second one, which is called param converter. And this is how Symfony, you can pass a user, an entity to, or an object to a root, and it then converts that into an ID. Now, if you wanted to, rather than you having to get having to do a query to the database to pull that ID, the object that ID belongs to, you can use something called a param converter, which automatically knows that this ID links to the for this example, the user object, the user entity that we created previously. So it just makes it a little bit easier for us. And then obviously within the method, we initiate the form, the verify type form class with the user object. We then call a method called handle the request based on the request that's passed in. So this determines whether the form is a post request, and whether if the form has been submitted and is valid. For example, when you first load that page, it hasn't been submitted and it isn't valid, so it just passes through that entire condition and just loads the verify page. If it has been submitted and it is valid, so it's passed all the validation fields that we've added, it then uses the Vonage verify util, which we previously created, and makes a request to verify that user based on their details, their verification ID and the verification code they've typed in. And then it checks if the submission of that data comes back true, valid from Vonage. It then sets the verification ID as null because it's no longer needed. Sets the user to verified and active, saves that, and then right now it doesn't do anything. So basically, you would see if you submitted it right now, you would see the same page that you've just submitted. The reason for this is the route that we want to redirect the user to doesn't exist yet, and that's I think a tractor's just gone past. The reason for that is that the route doesn't exist, and we're going to create it a little bit later, and then we will revisit this and add the route back in. Okay,
that sounds good to me. So then instead, I need to go to the templates and open up. I need to create a new file within this register folder.
Before you do that, we want to add the 4 new classes at the top.
I did that while you were explaining. My apologies.
Okay.
I didn't mean to skip ahead. I'm sorry. But yes, they are. So I pulled them in. But okay, so in the register folder, you'd like me to create verify?
Yep, verify.html. Sorry, I've got that wrong. I should go and revisit that. It should be .html.twig.
Dot what?
HTML.twig.
Twig, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like the music today, Aaron. It is just Pretzel playing away. And actually, wait, you know what's weird is usually Pretzel, usually Pretzel pulls into the chat like what it's playing. That's odd. I know Twitch did some stuff recently with, you know what? Oh no, I didn't update. We did Secrets rotation this week and I didn't update Pretzel with its new Twitch stream. Ooh, I'm really sorry, Twitch gods, if I'm being illegal in my music right now. I think I am. Okay, just give me, you know what? I don't even remember how to mess with this. Ooh, that's interesting. Ooh, I might turn that off at some point. But let's see. Okay, so now let's get back to this. We have the verify.html.twig created, and yes, we can. Oh, and look, you have that written there. Oh no, in the tutorial. Let's just edit that afterwards. But this is also, isn't this a nice way to check our triple check our tutorials?
Oh no, definitely. I think every blog post I should make, I should just come and
come and do it with me. Yeah.
Well, when you do it on your own and you've done it 3 or 4 times, your eyes do tend to ignore what you're looking at, and because you kind of in your own way know it as much as you want to focus on it. Each step. It.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. I mean. Yeah. No. But it really does force you to take it. The very minutia step-by-step of it. What is .html.twig, by the way? That's a great question. Thanks, Luke, for asking that.
So .html.twig is a file, a Twig that uses the Twig template, so it can contain either HTML or Twig, or it can contain JavaScript or CSS. But yeah, it's the Twig template that comes by default.
Wait, but what is a Twig template? I think that is... Aaron's sharing Twig Symphony. Okay.
Yeah, as the the link says, it's a Twig modern template engine for PHP. So it's just a faster way of compiling templates for us to make use of the different variables and functions. You can use quite a few different. If you develop in PHP, you will see a lot of PHP functions are available in Twig. But not as PHP as Twig, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Y'all, I'm getting nervous about the pretzel. So I'm gonna just pull up my. I'm gonna sign into Pretzel real quick, and that means that I can keep it open on the code, so we can keep looking at. Well, can you walk me through what we just added in while I'm doing this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So
multitasking.
This template.
Sorry, I have to stop speaking for you to talk. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. Are you sharing your screen or?
I'm sharing.
Oh, you're sharing.
I'm sharing just the code so that y'all can see and look at that, and you can walk everyone through it.
So with this code, we previously updated the base Twig template, which is the template that for most of our. I think all of the templates we use in this example, they extend this, and then so basically with the base template you've got a start block, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a start and stop block, and every template that extends the base template appears in the middle of those blocks. So for this example, we've set a title called verify, which we'll output as a HTML title. We have a block body, and within here we're outputting our form with the 2 fields, the verification code and the submit. And this is just all we've done is output and the styling. And I'm very sorry that if there are front end developers, they probably will look at my CSS, not my CSS, but the classes that I'm using, and probably think I could make it neater. I'm not sure.
Well, then they'll share their feedback on how we could make it better, and that is super fun. And
that's why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. And we just then get to learn too, I guess, in theory, Yeah, okay. So let's see. So music is still playing, and we're about halfway through a song right now. So we'll see in fast math, Lauren. Fast math. 1:30. If we get an update from Pretzel on a new song. Thank you for explaining that, and I think you did a great job explaining that, and I think everything is awesome. So let's, Aaron prefers Pug. It has a cuter mascot, and we all know that I appreciate a cute mascot, so cool. That's good to know that we have a competition of that happening. So we're going to handle a successful verification now. Is that right?
Yes, that's true. That's right. So basically, right now, if you were following this tutorial, I'd wait to actually submit each of the forms just because the number is unique, and you'd have to go into the database, delete your phone number in order to retest it.
Yeah.
So for the next step is basically the third. And I've got to stop using basically. It's the third.
Basically, that's a good one for us to add to. Oh no, what did I just do? That's a good one to add though to our list of those of you who joined us last time. Greg and I try very hard to work on our intentional language or inclusive language, or to be intentional about our inclusive language. And so we try to catch ourselves when we say, well, obviously, or what are other ones that we say? Well, basically is a good one.
Basically,
simply,
easy.
Or if we say, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that one's a bad one. If you have others, please share them in the chat. And also to be conscientious of our language, inclusive language when it comes to gendered language. Is function spelled incorrectly? It has a squiggly line, maybe because I don't. And things like that too. So success. We're always trying to improve on that, and I like that you and I feel comfortable calling each other out on it too. Okay, cool. So here I'm just going to, and just, that's another one that we try not to say. Because just makes it sound as though you're saying, it's pretty much the same as simply or basically, huh? Oh, do I need no spaces between these? That probably, does that matter or no? Yeah, it looks like it matters.
No.
Oh, it doesn't?
It does matter, yeah. No, it doesn't matter.
It changed the color, but maybe just because of whatever I had.
Can I just disappear for 2 seconds?
Of course you can. See ya. Bye, success. Duh. HTML, that's not how you spell HTML. Twig. And Aaron shared, thank you for sharing. Is that an inclusive language guide, Aaron? I'm assuming, based on what we just were sharing. Ooh, just dropped a bunch of viewers. They didn't like our conversation about inclusivity. Well, bye. Okay, or they just had somewhere else to be. Greg, I probably did a bad thing with my formatting. Does that look bad?
The formatting's a little bit off, but it doesn't break. I mean,
it won't break it? Okay.
And for example, if you use YAML file, it would break. But basically, if you select all of that, and then up to line 87 to 93.
Yeah. Shift it
Not
in, tab it in.
87 to 93.
Yeah,
so
got it. Now tab it.
Yep, just tab it once.
Okay. Thanks. Cool. Everything is awesome.
There is one problem there, though. Is
what?
That you don't have a semicolon at the end.
Oh, well, heavens. Where is that? Right here.
It
will break.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Pretzel still isn't working, y'all, because it changed songs and y'all didn't get an update in the chat. Dang-a-lang, I wonder what's happening. Maybe it needs a refresh or something, but I'm not about to do that, so. Okay, so now we need to create a new file, right? The success.
Yep, we need
HTML?
so we've created the endpoint, which is register success. And we reference to a new success.html.twig
Yeah,
file.
exactly.
We need to create that. Yeah. And I can see in the tutorial that I actually wrote .twig at the end of that one.
Yeah, let's really bring attention to that. See? There we go. And actually that should have been a pattern that we recognized when we reviewed the code and saw it. So, you know, we can all learn. Okay, so this is if there is a successful registration happening, then we will pop that in. Oops, I forgot the extends language up at the top. Whoops. So that needs to go.
Yeah, so this page outputs, it doesn't use any forms or anything like that, or any real function. It uses the Bootstrap CSS classes and just outputs a success message, a kind of nice success message.
Did I look at here? It has, that's odd. The success.html.twig doesn't have the Symfony, and it doesn't have the syntax of Symfony. Or no, that's not. That's just HTML5. That's odd. It's just I don't know. I hope this looks okay, I guess is what I'm.
I see what you mean. Your one hasn't. Have you saved it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll wait. Yeah, everything saves.
That's pretty sure. Actually, you can test that page. If you go to in your browser, if you go to localhost port 8081 and then /register/ success. Yep, success.
/success okay.
Yeah, just add /success at the end. Yeah, and it should be good.
Wait, are you nothing to do with Greg Holmes? I mean, you have to be, right?
I have no idea.
Stop.
I'm going to assume they have nothing to do with me.
Oh, please. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. Okay.
Does it load that message?
It does. It says you'll be automatically contacted. It has it. Yeah, it has successful.
Yep.
So that's interesting. Okay, odd, but okay. We can look at that later. All right. So now we just are almost done with verification, right?
Yeah. So there's a couple of things left really, which are we need to redirect after each endpoint. So on the success of a registration, we're not redirecting a user anywhere, and on the success of the verification, on the successfully submitted form of the verification endpoint, we're also not redirecting anywhere. So we need to revisit those in the register controller to redirect the user when they've submitted, it's all successful, and they need to go to the next part.
Okay. Got it. So within this function, the index, we need to add if there's a request ID. Where do you want, within the if there's where's request ID?
Yeah, there's one line in each that we need. So it's line.
Here it is, 46.
Yep,
well,
46.
After flush, I need to add.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the next line is the redirect after the verification to the success page, and that's line 79. We want to add a new.
So I added in that, and okay, and then also you want me to add in verification. Instance of verification, you want me to add a redirect to the router, or to the route.
Yep.
Okay, after the flush. Okay. I can do that.
Cool.
Cool.
Glad to hear it.
Glad to hear it. Okay. All right. So now we are on to a full new section. Wait, what was I just? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you all not see that? I had the. Oh, sorry. I guess I had the tutorial open, so that's okay. But I had the browser on it. Sorry. I need to remind myself to look at that more often and like check the stream. Okay, so in the browser, in the tutorial, you have latitude and longitude as our next. Why do we have to tackle this part of it?
Okay, so this part is needed because on registration, we take the users in the registration form. They put in their town and or city and their county or state if you're in America.
Okay.
And we use that to generate to get the latitude and longitude of the town or city they belong to, so that we can then later when we connect a user to another person via phone, we try to connect them as close as possible. I think the first search that we make to find users for each person is 30 miles, and if you can't find enough people in 30 miles, we then extend that to 100 miles, just to make sure that they can find someone to talk to.
Okay. Okay, so I am I just showed my key to the stream. I think is that the full key? I can refresh it after the stream. Oh, okay, cool. So let's show you the code while I'm working on this, and let's see my keys. Oh, I haven't created a key yet.
No.
So so what that looks like in the API, you press create a key, create a new key.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool. I'm not showing you.
And
all
that's why you don't want to show them.
And I'm not showing you all that. Oh, actually, no. You can still see this. The app name. The app name can be anything.
Yep, anything you want.
And then the callback URL is. Do you have that?
No, it's not required.
I don't need it. Okay.
No.
Okay. Now I'm gonna.
Basically, all what we're making is just we're going to make. Oh, it's Lou on that. Nothing to do with Greg Holmes.
Grace says, Hi, Grace.
Yeah. with
my favorite viewer.
I'll tell you something. The other day, I disappeared from my laptop, and it was and I came back, and there were loads of stickers on the back of the laptop. And about an hour later, she just came back and decided she wanted to take them all off, and she wanted them all back.
She wanted them
gave
back.
Them and it took, yep.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, I'm now going into my .env.local, and I am adding in the Api Mapquest key that I just generated, and you all are just looking at the browser while I do that really quickly. That's really funny.
So basically what this does is this makes a GET request to that URL and the endpoint to along with the parameters of the town and county as a string. And it then the GET request returns some JSON which contains somewhere in there the latitude and longitude.
Okay, great. Well, that is all handled. I grabbed it's the consumer key that I was supposed to grab from the from the API, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not the secret?
No. Okay. I don't believe so.
Okay. Cool. So that seems like we're all handled for that front. Now it's time to we need 2 properties to store the latitude and longitude. So to update the entity, I'm going to run a Docker command.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's really small.
This is the great thing with... Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, wait, this is so funny. She doesn't understand why you aren't talking back. She just screaming into the phone. Oh my gosh. That would be super confusing. Oh, I love it. Sorry, you were saying about what I'm running right now?
Oh yeah, that's the good thing with the form type. The maker bundle is that.
Yeah.
For example, for this example, we want to add some new fields plus the getters and setters for the 2 fields, and it's just using the CLI makes it so much more simple.
It knows it. It's like you already have that, so let's add new ones. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make latitude, right?
Yep.
and it's going to be string.
It's going to be a decimal.
I want it to be a decimal.
Yep.
Okay.
And the precision is 20.
Okay. And the scale is 16. What's that mean?
Oh, I can't remember.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ask you.
No. I remember. Basically, while I was doing this, I learned a little bit about latitude and longitude, but I forgot since. The scale is basically how many decimals places that you can have for that value. And I'm not. Oh, the precision is how many. No, I don't know what the precision. I'm not sure.
Sorry. Okay, so I don't want to add any more though, right? I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, so the precision is basically how many characters, including the decimal and the ones that aren't decimal.
Okay.
Below bit.
I'll buy it. I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, now I'm gonna run that migration because review then. Is that okay?
So yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so you can review it if you want, or it's just it converts it into a query for you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So now in your tutorial, let's pop back over there. You say Guzzle is a PHP HTTP client that allows projects to make requests. Oh, you know what? That is my.
Did you run migrate?
Yeah.
I can see you ran the make migration, but you didn't run migrate after.
I didn't.
So there's two. One generates the migration.
Yeah, of course. One actually then needs to do it. Sorry. Thank you. All right. Migrate.
See, this is pair programming, right?
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I want to. Yes.
Yeah. Yes again.
Oh yes. Okay. Fabulous.
Hi, Lorna.
Hi, Lorna. Yeah, we are. Okay, yeah. So I jumped ahead and started talking about Guzzle, and then we need to create the Mapquest util to get this get request and handle the response. Okay, that's interesting. So I'll make a new file.
Yep. In source util.
Yes, I will do that.
So I think that with Grace having watched both of these streams, I think that potentially she could be on Lauren Learns Things.
I agree. Do you want to tell everyone how old Grace is?
3.
Yeah, but I say we get a petition going. She's got to be here. It's got to happen. Okay, so there is some code that we have, and we're going to add in. We'll save this. I'll pull down the browser or the terminal, and I will. All right, so now we have a Mapquest util file, and want to. Some highlights on this one are.
Do you want me to quickly go through it?
Yeah, sure.
So the Mapquest util has one function and one method within it, and that's to get the latitude and longitude by address. So you pass in the user object into there. We then initialize a. So I'm close to sneezing, but not sneezing.
That's the worst feeling ever.
We've got so we initialize a Guzzle client instance with the Mapquest API util that we passed into the .env.local file. The next step is to actually make a GET request with an address object, which is array rather, which has a query and contains your API key, some other fields such as in format. Out format, which returns obviously JSON format, and the location, which is a string of the user's town and their county or their state. Cool. The next step is once the response has been made, we check whether the status code is 200. If it's not 200, then we don't continue.
But if
but if it is, we know that it's encoded. We know it's 200, so it's returned an encoded object. We then JSON decode it, and then we check to make sure that the body is both is an array and it's not empty. If it's both of those, it then checks for an array key called results.
Okay.
Checks they're not empty. If that's valid, then it returns the locations, which is an array of latitude and longitude.
Very cool. I can't wait to use that. So now we go to the register controller, and we have to add into inject that new utility.
We need to inject it in so that we can make use of it within the register controller.
Okay. So that means we need to have something similar to, wait, where's the this, so something similar to this piece, like this Vonage verify util. We need something similar, the Mapquest util. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So we start
on the tutorial, it might look a little bit confusing. So we basically, not basically, I'll explain it. We set an object at the top, and we add a dot block which defines it as a Mapquest util, and then I've updating the construct method, I've reformatted it so that it's a little bit more readable because it's got two large class names as well as their variables. So I put them on a new line. So you've got the Vonage verify util on one line.
Okay, so maybe I'll just go through and hand do it on my own then. So it goes like this, Vonage verify util, and then it goes the Mapquest one, right? So comma Mapquest util, and then that is Mapquest. Yep. Okay, and then here I'm gonna go. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. My bad. I've already have that. I already have this right here, and okay. And then I'm gonna just I'm going to add in the Mapquest one for this.
Yeah. So you do this Mapquest util, Mapquest util.
Yep. Okay, I hear you and I understand you. All right, so we've injected that now.
Now we can make use of it.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so let's see where we check if it's submitted. Let's search for that.
It's around line 38.
Well, we have, right here. If the form is submitted, and is valid. Where's that? Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Line 39.
Yep. Yeah. Or wait, I have it as 44.
Oh, yeah, it's because you've added more fields, and for some reason this file hasn't updated yet.
Okay, maybe because I haven't saved it. I don't know. And so before the entity manager, do you want me to add something in? Is that where I go?
Yep. Yeah. So directly below the condition, add.
If immediately. Okay. And then I will go command d. Okay. Please. Why is it? Okay. All right. So. All right. We have now. If the lat long is, if we have it, then we'll set it.
Do you want me to show you a possible how to reformat that quickly?
Yes, I would love that.
So if you select the bits that you pasted and then you do Shift Tab,
it goes backwards.
You got to select it all. Yeah.
Awesome. Does that look good now?
Yep.
Yay.
Sorry, so I'll explain it. So basically, not basically. So, this sets this sets a variable called lat long.
Yep.
Based off of the results of us calling, or the system calling, the get lat long by address.
Yeah.
If it's not null, it will then set the latitude and longitude to the user, and we already have a flush further down, 56. So if those values are set, it will then save those to the database to that user.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So now we are on to, according to the tutorial, we are now at the befriending moment, right? We are at the place where we are going to be creating the match entity, in which.
Well, if you wanted to, you could go through the process of the registration now.
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds great. Where should we do that at? Do it at wait, not success. Can you all see what I'm doing? At the register, right?
Yep.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Have you broken it?
Yep. It cannot
Okay,
auto-wire the service
that's
because
fine.
it is the method construct has type controller, but the class was not found. Okay, so that means I have not called the class somewhere.
Yes, that
Yeah.
may be a me problem. Let me
Have
see.
I forgotten?
Oh no. It is in there. So if you go to Reg Controller, and
Yeah.
where you injected the Mapquest util into the register controller, the second line has another line that we need to add. So if you go to the top and type in use
Yeah.
app /util and then /Mapquest util.
Util / what? Mapquest. Yeah.
Mapquest, yep.
And Lorna is saying that she gave her local meetup PHP group talk about Guzzle. So we've got some Guzzle enthusiasts here. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this page and hope that it works. Hope that it works. Hope that it works. Hope that it works. Woohoo! Okay, great. All right, so now I'm going to put in my phone number, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think that's my burner phone number. And I'm going to be in the US.
Yep.
And I have to sneeze now too. Did you pass that to me?
Sorry?
So I think you passed. Oh my gosh! Oh, wild. Lorna is also doing.
I have a window. I have a window open.
I do
and it's all fields out there, so I can only guess that it's some form of hay fever.
Oh, I don't think mine is, but I do have the thing where if I look at light, it can make me sneeze. So that's all I have to do. Okay, so town and country, like county. You don't.
Well, you could do like Miami and what's the state of Miami?
Florida.
Florida.
Okay.
Florida.
Cool. And then sign up.
Yep.
Do I need a 1 in front of my phone number? Yeah.
No, because
No?
it uses the drop down menu of
I
United
think we
States.
already talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we
I think we did in
added
the first stream.
We added lib phone number, PHP's port of lib phone number. I think you liked it because it was the name Gigsy. It was by someone called Gigsy.
Oh yeah, I really liked that.
And yeah, and it makes use of these to make them internationalized.
Yeah, right.
I wonder what the error is.
It is that we have bad credentials.
So don't show your .env.local, but you might have to review that.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because there's not really anything unique happening in there.
The Vonage Verify util uses your Vonage API key and secret.
Yep.
They're valid.
Yeah. As far as let's just throw up our secret screen, our secrets. Eek. And double check. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm going to throw at you real quick also so you can see my scene, my full screen, so you can look at that. It might slow us down, so I'll get rid of it soon, but... I'm chatting this to you.
She's chatting it to me, not all of you.
I'm chatting it to Greg. Yes, that's good clarification. Okay, so you should now be able to see my my desktop, Greg. But it looks like, so this is my, let's double check.
It's telling me to tell you my number.
Oh, I have to auto accept. I have to accept you in. There you go.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm not signed into Nexmo. Gotta refresh always. Gotta get into it. Okay. Oh, whoa, weird. Okay.
Oh, I've had that before.
Have you?
Ooh.
Okay.
I couldn't reproduce it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so let's see. So here we go. No. I want...
You already had it on that the dashboard page.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? All right, so I mean that's definitely the same.
Yeah.
And ooh, yeah, this really makes it slow down, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Wow, that is just like moving through molasses. Oh no, see, look, the secret's different. When did that happen? What? Oh my gosh. I know what that's from. Lorna and I don't know, Lorna, if you were still gosh, wait, that's really funny. Greg, I'm gonna stop sharing our view on Crank Wheel so that you can.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just because. Oh my gosh, Lorna, that is really, really funny. Oh yeah, so she is sharing. Okay, I'm gonna move away from the secrets page, and then I'm going to show y'all the actually browser, and let's refresh. Lorna, if you remember when we were workshopping our streams, you told me how you auto overrided your URL or your API secret to be something, and I did that as well. And it is what we had said it was, and it's just very funny because I should have. What did I break? No, you didn't break anything. It's just that you and this value is already used. What's value is already used? Oh, interesting. So it must have signed me up, and then I still got an error.
Yes.
Is there a way to?
Okay. Yep. So if you do you have a MySQL client?
No.
Okay. So if you go into a terminal.
Sure. Let's go to the code. All right.
I kind of hope that you have. Can you type MySQL for me, please?
Yeah, of course.
Should have it.
No.
Okay, we don't have the command. Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be so fun. Let's see.
I'm trying to think. I think we can destroy the MySQL.
Here's what we can also always do. A part 3 of this tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay. We could go in next week as well.
Yeah. Well, no. Next week I have. Who do I have joining me next week? Luke. Or you could swap with him. And then I have Ben Greenberg joining me in the following week. And then I have Benjamin from our community team is going to join me too. So
Luke sounds a bit surprised he is.
You are the third. Wait, yes, didn't we discuss this? Wait. maybe Ben Greenberg is next week. That's right. I'm sorry. My apologies. And Ben Greenberg is next week, and then Luke, you're the week following. Let me check my calendar. That feels like that makes sense. This is a good stopping point, I know, in the code, Greg, because you say so in the tutorial. So that's kind of why I suggested that. Yeah, Ben is next week. My apologies, Luke. You were the 30th. And then, so we've got an opening on the 14th of July.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm free whenever.
Stop. Don't make that face. Wait, you're scared about joining this? That's not a scared face. I guess that's like a...
He's already been on it, hasn't he?
He has. It's a part 2 because we built a Slack bot. Well, he's been on it twice, but this is going to be a Slack bot on talking back. We built it can detect things, but now it's going to respond back to things, to chatter in a bot. Dang, we lost a follower in this stream time. We went from 181 to 180. My apologies.
Maybe obviously didn't like the inclusiveness.
I know, we really lost a bunch in that moment. It's kind of funny. Well, problematic is probably a better word for it, but I'm gonna try and smile my way through this right now. Okay, cool.
If we're gonna stop, I'm possibly maybe next week or the week after. I'm going to give a streaming a try myself, so I can get stuff set up on my own, get some experience.
Cool.
And so potentially I'm going to give some stuff a go. Hopefully, maybe if I can work out a second camera, I might use a Raspberry Pi as an example for my first stream.
I think that sounds... Wait, I want to get you into the... I think that sounds really awesome. Where are you gonna... Do you have a... You'll stream, I suppose, from Nothing to Do with Greg Holmes?
No, from Greg Holmes. So I'm basically my idea is to. It's so difficult. My idea is
just a part of our vernacular. I totally understand how it happens.
Is to get some experience on my personal stream, so that then potentially I can either have a regular stream on Vonage Devs, or I can participate in the ad hoc ones, which is on Thursday. Which we're hoping to start soon. That's exciting. Can't wait to watch it and to cheer you on, as you all have kindly been doing for us, those that are in the chat right now. I just shared another link to sign up again. I thought it's good probably to bookend the stream chat with at the beginning to help you get signed up to Vonage, and you get €2 of credit if you sign up. It's free to sign up and play with our APIs. And then also down below, that is a coupon that you can use for €10 worth of credit to start playing and building. Wasn't there another link? Wasn't there another link to rather than the direct sign up, which was nextmo.dev?
Yeah, wait, that's not the one I wanted to send you.
There you go.
Don't use that.
One. If you're gonna sign up, click to the second one.
Oh my gosh, my B. Wow. I'm a moderator. I could delete that from the... Whatever. You all hear me saying and begging you to not...
Either way, if someone's
they both do. They both work. But we all can maybe empathize with me a bit in the world of metrics and hoping to demonstrate value, in which if there are more signups through the stream, the more streaming we can make happen. And that's always a goal, right? We want to make really cool content for y'all. And speaking of which, tomorrow Lorna is joining Yulia on the low code hour, and I'm really looking forward to the two of them. I think that's going to be a really powerful dynamic duo, and it should be super, super fun. You'll stick it on Mechanical Turk. I don't know what that is. It's probably something that I should know about. I'll look it up. It's probably, I don't know. Well, anyhow, Thank you, Greg, for joining me as always. Thank you, those of you who are watching and following along with us. It's been such a pleasure to be in the space and in the community today. It generates lots of signups. Well, I want it to be real, like authentic signups, not fake ones. I want you all to build with us because you want to build with us. And you want to play with our APIs. But anyhow, Greg, I'm very excited for you to start Raspberry Pi streaming. I will be sure everyone will be promoting that. You can find it on our socials. And then, of course, join us back next week on Tuesdays for Lauren Learns Things.
One last thing.
Yeah, I see you was about to say something.
If you want to get in contact with us, come on over to the Vonage Devs Slack server. I shall give you a link.
You got a link ready to go? Woohoo!
I'm getting it.
I never have that one for some reason.
I should have thought about that.
I'm pretty bad at remembering that one in particular, actually. That one is like the link I need to. There it is. Yeah, join us on the Slack. Have a chat. Say what's up too. And that's where a lot of folks join us from. So it's a cool community. It's fun to support one another, and I think that's all I've got for you today. Thank you again, and go tell Grace that she is welcome on my stream anytime.
I will do.
Okay, cool. All right, I will see you all soon, and I am going to turn us offline. Bye, y'all. So
Bye,
long.
everyone.